Welcome to Crypto Setups. My name is Fez and this DeFi tutorial comes to you from Icon Plus. Today I'm going to show you something a little bit different. Actually, it's going to be a bit of an overview slash tutorial of a feature that has just launched on a project that is coming to Icon, and this is called Project Nebula. This is not a DeFi project, it is a gaming project. So here we have something unique and different coming to the Icon ecosystem, apart from all the DeFi and all the regulatory stuff that's going on in the background. This introduces Icon to the world of NFTs, and this particular game is all about space. Now, before I give you the uh, run through an example of how you can acquire a planet, let me talk through what the game is about. If you haven't already, and this is the first time you've heard about it, I encourage you to go to their Medium site, and they have got a whole heap of posts explaining exactly what their goal is for the game. And I am just going to run through very quickly. It is a space exploration game. Okay, it's designed on the blockchain where you can purchase through the marketplace, or while playing the game you can find different planets and purchase them. Once you have them, you can upgrade them. You can you use you acquire different planets so that overall it boosts a bit of your exploration, so that you can explore further into space. There is a limited amount of exploration you can do per day, but as you play the game you unlock more, and it keeps growing on how much you can do. So there's many layers to it. So here's another great example. You can colonize planets. So once you find it, so it's not always that you have to spend ICX to buy planets. You may actually just find a planet and have to spend the in-game credits each planet gives you, which I will show you in a moment. You can also then research various technologies and keep upgrading them. As you can see, the team has put a bit of a sample of how it looks. So what I want to, I'll compare it, give a bit of an example here. You know, your games you get on the Google Play Store and Apple Play Store, let's say Clash Royale or Clash of Clans, those are hugely popular games. And you spend a lot of time in these games, even if you don't spend money, upgrading your characters, packs, etc., your bases, and you get it to the top level, and after that, that's it. You're stuck there. The developers keep introducing new cards, and you can keep spending money if you want. What this the goal of the blockchain and NFT games is you can go build, and after you've done that, you have the ability to sell what you have, the amount of time and effort you've put in, to someone else who maybe doesn't want to spend or is looking for a particular piece of technology you've acquired and built up in that planet. Um, or various other reasons it has, the particular art packs or anything that comes with the planet. So there could be many variations to it, but what is unique here is that once done, you as a player have the ability to sell it to other players and either make money or lose money. That's however, it depends how good and what you're trying to sell. So that's a very quick rundown of it. I really do encourage you to look through. The game is going to launch very simple at its core, what I've described, and then build out into a multiplayer universe and keep expanding out. So what another unique thing they have done here is pulled in artists and like uh, from all over the world to create unique paintings, and a bit of writers to create a bit of lore around each of the planets and things like that. And they're limited editions of this and limited quantities that come with the planets and get unlocked as you play the game. So it encourages and entices player to look around and try to get that collection as a set, to make it, well, to piece everything together. It could be to make it more valuable in the end. Um, those are all very much my interpretation of it, but I'm guessing again what the game is trying to enable is this culture here. So, yeah. let's dive in here. So that's a bit of an overview, and the Project Nebula over here is where you land. I want to clear up that the game has not launched yet. It is looking at in a few months to launch. Right now, what has happened is the Genesis pack, the launch pack, was released of 1,100 planets, and over the span of I think 8 to 10 weeks, they have been auctioning it off, and that has concluded. So the first step has been they have opened up the marketplace. So uh, anyone who has purchased the planet has the option of listing it right away to try and sell it and make a bit of money if that's what they were trying to do, just do a quick flip, or explore. If people have put planets up for sale, you can explore it as a player and try and pick up some of the planets you may have missed out in the launch period. So, and when the game launches, there'll be, of course, as you explore, finding more planets, each with their own unique stories and everything that comes with it. So, let's dive in. I have again, this is the landing page. We will click on the Icon X login. As usual, because it's to do with, it's a blockchain game on the Icon network, it'll always want you to connect to your wallet. Great. So you can see in this particular wallet that I've always used for my demonstrations, I haven't got any planets here. So today what I'm going to do is actually purchase a planet and show you how simple it is. So here are some of the tabs. If you click on play, you can see I actually, the first time, got very excited on day one and hit play, and I thought I'd won this planet. No, that's not the case. This is a legendary planet. It was the first legendary planet to be auctioned, and when it says claimed, it's just implying that someone has claimed this planet. It's not you necessarily. So the ones you have claimed will appear under overview, which you can see I don't have anything. If you click on the planets, it will show you, I believe, a list of all the planets that were auctioned off and is currently in the system in the game. I haven't scrolled through the entire list. Now, if you click on Marketplace, this is where currently this marketplace is what is other players are selling, the planets that are left, and what other players have currently listed to sell, and they would have purchased this from the auctions that have happened over the last 10 weeks. And I'll click on collections. Now, if you recall just earlier when I was talking through, I said a few of the planets, they have various pieces, artwork, music, lore you can acquire, and this is where you come to see if you purchased a planet that came with a certain artwork, music, it would appear over here how many you had off it, and you could read the lore if it was attached, or listen to the music. I don't have any planets, so hence nothing's here. And later on you can see some of these will get enabled, but at the moment all that's happened is the Genesis pack was sold, and now they've opened up the marketplace for us to sell. So when you're looking at your planets, there are two types of listing options. I'll come back to this. The planets. So remember, the game is all about building. Now, acquiring planets, upgrading planets, new technologies that can be upgraded into the planet. So they're different type of rarities as well. So common, uncommon, rare, legendary, and mythic. Not mystic. So over here, you can see when you just hover over, they all have their own unique names. Your uncommon has your basic. Each planet will give you certain points, which is research and credits, etc. You can see as rare, you get a bit more, and you can see over here there's different packs that comes with it. And then if you go on to the legendaries, you can see there's one currently listed. It's going for a crazy amount of ICX, which shows that before the game's even started, it's quite valuable. And you can see the credits and research points it's giving. It's substantially more, including, you can see it gives you a few more perks, and look at those upgrade slots. So let's bring it back. And then obviously you have may not be obvious, but they're different types of planets so that they're not all the same and they have their own unique features. So, thing to remember, it gets more expensive as it goes up. So, two things you can do here is you can, if you already have a planet or just looking to buy a planet via an auction, you can set. Currently, these are all. I'm just looking. Okay, so I have everything back here, and what there are two ways you can buy it: via an auction or set price. So via an auction, you can clearly see it will have a timer on it, and when you it should flip when it flips over, you can place a bid. So the way the auction works is you will place a bid. So for example, over here, I would place a bid of, I know that it's 85, I could put 85. It will then engage my wallet and ask for 85, and it will get sent. Now, if I get outbidded, right away I'll get a refund of the 85 automatically. When I get outbidded, I don't have to go and check. If I don't get outbidded, then obviously when the auction is done, I will win the planet. The one thing to remember here is if you're taking part in an auction, in the last 2 minutes, any bid you place will reset the 2-minute timer. So if there's a few people bidding for the same planet, in that last 2 minutes, it will keep resetting so that no one can sneak in a bid in the last, 10 seconds. And it is kind of fair because, there is a 2-second, at the most 2-second delay in your transaction being processed. And what if something, happens within that time, the planet is taken? This way it's fair, and it gives the planet can climb to the price, and until the user goes, you know what, I'm not going to spend that much more. I'm not going to spend that much ICX on this planet now. I'll wait for the next one. So in that way, it's fair. The second way you can buy is, and that's what I'm going to show you today, is via a set price. So let's click on the set price so I can see what's there. And you can see over here, the difference is set price. I can literally look at what it's being asked for. I can buy it right now. And that's it, done. So instantly, I don't have to wait to see in 24 hours or in 3 days if I'm still the winning bidder and am going to win the planet. You can see over here, some of the rares are going as a set price of 340. And you can see each of them. I was just trying to flick through. You can see each of these planets, different name, but also have different amount of upgrade spots. You can see these are the brown. Obviously, they symbolize something, and the different colors would have different meaning as well. And a lot of the details of the game hasn't been released yet, and I'm sure they'll do a big release of information of what it's about. But from my point of view, you want a planet that you can upgrade and do a lot with, because the goal is if you spend a bit of time on the planet and upgrade it, you can then bring it back into the marketplace and sell it all of a sudden with all its upgrades and spots filled out, and it's much more valuable than the initial find. And that's what's great about it. The time and effort, you can be rewarded. And there are a few blockchain games like this, and a very popular one on the Ethereum blockchain is Axie Infinity, and recently it was on Binance Launch Pool as well, where you breed these little critters and you can fight them and do all sorts of stuff, and people are actually spending large volumes of ETH on these creatures that a lot of players have been working on building and breeding and getting out into the marketplace. So this isn't something that's just being tested. It is tried and has worked and proved to be quite popular. What Project Nebula brings is a space theme, and that itself is kind of cool, because what is so vast and unexplored space, and there's so many opportunities here for the team to grow the game into and explore different avenues. Okay, enough of my rambling, back to it. So I am going to stick with an uncommon planet. Now, I have the choice of, I'm going to stick with the cheapest just for the purpose of this tutorial. You can see the uncommon here gives me some credits and points. Now, I think with this, each of them, they fluctuate around these numbers. So when you're building, especially if you're looking to acquire a few planets, you may want to pick so that you're getting in everything's evening up in your portfolio of planets, if that's how you're choosing to play the game. For this, I know I'll get a part of this planet will give me a mystery box when the game launches. I don't know what that is, so it is truly a mystery, and it's great. I have an upgrade slot on this uncommon planet. I was just checking, a lot of these do as well. Great. So to buy it, simply click buy, loads up your wallet, put in your password, and transfer with the fees. Let's click close. This is actually the first time I'm buying it straight from the marketplace myself, so there you go, done. How do I know it's done? Let's go back to my, was it overview or planets? Overview. As you saw before, I had no planets. Now I'm the proud owner of Muni, and if I click on it, you can see it's loading. I got a bit impatient. It will give me a bigger picture and a bit of a summary, still telling me it's a mystery box and a bit of the planet. Now, this leads me perfectly to the next option. So now for me, until the game launches, I can't do much. Well, maybe I just want to sell this back on the marketplace. I'm not going to. I'm just going to keep it. However, one of the other questions that probably is going around a bit at the moment, because the wallets for the Icon ecosystem don't have a special section where you can see the NFTs, but what you do have on the website here, once you're logged into your wallet, when you see your planets and you click on it, you actually have it. You can transfer your planet to another wallet through the game's interface. So right now, even though I've got it to this wallet, I could send it to another wallet, and when I log in with that wallet, if I've done the transfer, it'll pop up over there, which is fantastic. So it's not stuck to, when you purchase a planet, it's not stuck to that wallet. You can move it around as you see fit because you own the planet, and that's what the beauty of this style of gaming is. It is yours to do as you please. Okay, so that really gives a quick marketplace overview. Although I did talk for 17 minutes, but it is a gaming sector. I do love my games as a whole, so I'm quite excited about this particular game, and I'm sure everyone is. The Genesis sale event was just an example of. It was selling out in seconds in the first 2 weeks, and they had to implement a whole series of steps based on community feedback to ensure everyone got a fair go at acquiring some planets. So if you missed out on that, now you can actually jump into the marketplace and purchase some of these planets. So if you weren't sure how to do it, hopefully this tutorial overview has shed some light to it. If you do have, while I don't want to sell my planet, I thought I will show you how you can actually sell your planet, or if you'd acquired planets from the Genesis event, how you can actually sell those planets. And it's very simple. Click on Marketplace, and remember, I'm currently connected to my wallet. I can tell because I've got the logged out instead of logged in. And instead of buy, just head over to sell. You can see the one planet I do own, I can sell. Now, here we have it. I have my two different types, which is the set price, where I just set the price in there, or I can set an auction with the minimum starting amount and have it span over whatever time I want. And the things to note is, well, the date, depending, obviously that would change, and based on the duration and the fees. So this is how the team make their earnings, or an avenue of their earnings as well, is the 2.5% fee. Because do remember, the team won't just always be creating. A lot of this content will be in-game as well. So as you find, part of they have a fee that they take from it, and 2.5 isn't much. So if it was a set price, I would literally I bought it for 85. So if I was being, an entrepreneur trying to make some money with this, I will list it as 100 ICX, and if I create the sale, it'll load up, and standard process. As soon as I create it, put in my password. once the transaction done, it will be on the marketplace, and when someone purchases it, I'll get my 100 ICX. Again, I'm not listing it just because I'm going to keep a hold of this planet. However, that's how you go about listing it for sale. Right to it. If you do have any questions, I encourage you to jump on the Telegram group, even on the YouTube channel, ask questions that you have. But they respond to everything on the Telegram and Discord group as well. So jump on there if there's anything you need to know. Once again, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed listening to me talk through what this game's going to be about and how you can use the marketplace. And thanks for watching.